From the post-millennial, Michael Rappaport admits he promoted Trump Charlottesville very fine people hoax.
Yes.
There it is. That's the story. We'll play the clips from PBD.
So if you believe in the Obama doctrine, all right, be nice to each other, whatever.
Yorker's like he was like
he's a ball busting troll.
Exactly.
He's a
but
shit.
here, acknowledge that
because I will also acknowledge that that one thing about the Charlottesville that I ranted about.
Yes,
and I was wrong
about the both sides thing. Yeah,
and I respect
so irresponsible.
And I respect the shit out of it.
Wait, let me hear him out. Hang on, go a little bit more. What do you mean by that? You were wrong on that.
No, because he said the both sides. There's good people on both sides, and when you see the full quote, that wasn't what he said. Wow. And I ranted on him hard for that.
Yeah, you did.
Hard. There's some video about it, whatever. I mean, I ranted hard because I was like, "What are you talking about, man?"
Because you got played, and here's what this is why.
That's right.
I love
y'all got played. Ladies and gentlemen, we've won Michael Rappaport over. That's great, Michael. Come on the show. We're big fans. You're a funny guy.
I went hard on that, man.
It's true, and the thing is that's what the average person thinks. What I was saying earlier. The average person, the average voter, the average person that puts 30 minutes into politics a week.
Yeah, they just don't know. Man.
The average person who puts Splenda in their coffee. Can you believe that?
Casuals.
Filthy casuals, dude.
No sugar, no sweetener, heavy cream.
Don't get me started talking about people that fly once a year.
This is the secret. If you're ever at a restaurant and you see someone order heavy cream, they're an internet person.
Yeah, it's true.
Wait, why?
Very true.
Like regular people order, we'll have half and half or Splenda or sugar. Yeah. But people who are very heavy online are like, you got to cut down the sugar. You got, like basically everybody, I don't know, what do you think, like 80% of the quote unquote right, whether it's libertarian, post-liberal, whatever, they're probably on some kind of low sugar diet.
Yeah. This is some heavy cream.
I like those numbers.
Or they're watching their macros, or they go to the gym.
Right.
So, I personally, I'm not, I go to the,
that was the thing, working out makes you right wing.
Yeah. I go to the gym frequently and as much as I can. And I don't focus on the low carb thing though. I believe.
And high fat boosts testosterone.
I believe carbs help you build muscle, but that's just me. So.
True. But living proof.
No, but fair point.
Careful with those carbs.
They do. The issue is you go out to eat somewhere and your meal is like 90% carbs. Yeah. It's crazy. Every vending machine is just sugar. Anyway, I digress. So the average person who gets 30 minutes of news from passively listening to CNN.
They don't know that the very fine people thing was a hoax. They believe that Donald Trump is sympathetic to white nationalism. They believe that there is a resurgence of white supremacy in the United States. And the reason they believe that is because they hear these words used by people that are indoctrinated into CRT, indoctrinated into leftist power dynamics. Yeah. So that means whether it be LGBT stuff or whether it be CRT stuff, because CRT, again, is not about what you're teaching kids. It's teaching them a way to look at the world. So they're always looking for racial power dynamics. Yeah. But you can take CRT and replace it with economic power dynamics, and you get vulgar Marxism or classical Marxism. You can take CRT and replace it with LGBT issues, and then you get you end up with queer theory and stuff. So these are all basically leftist ideologies. So
it's all the same Hegelian dialectic basis. And you when you see it once, you can you'll see so many of the things that just start to you're like, wow, it's all communism. Then you have that astronaut guy show up with the gun saying it's always been communism, bro.
And I personally, and I do this too, I fall into the trap of saying communism too much.
Yeah.
Not because it's
Marxism, it's like Hegelian dialectic, it's all related.
It's a leftism, and that's why I try to talk about philosophy and how it's counter-enlightenment, and how I talk about different ways to say the same philosophical thing, so that way you're not beating the crap out of a word that's actually useful and ruining it the way that they've ruined Nazis and stuff.
Right.
We should write a song where my lines are very authoritarian and yours are very liberal. That'd be hot. Yeah. Kind of like the Beatles.
What are you doing? Baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah, something like that.
Duet.
We'll start there.
Baby, the gulag's
Islands
outside.
in the stream with the
It's raining money.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
It feels like
That'd be cool.
the problem with like it feels like the world is. I'm in an echo chamber, man. I've been in an echo chamber for the last 4 years, working on this show with the people we talk to a lot. It's an echo chamber, and I try to get out of a lot, but it's still in one. But it feels like the heat on Trump is down. That people are not hating on that guy like they were 4 years ago.
You're always in. I think it's the bubble that we're in is like it's the bubble outside the bubble. You know what I mean? Like, so we are surrounded by a lot of people who are saying similar things.
Yeah.
But so imagine there's the default liberal bubble, there's the like ultra conservative bubble, and then there is the bigger bubble. I don't like roping a lot of the right into the same space because for the most part they're willing to entertain debates with people they disagree with.
One of the I think Tim would probably agree with this. You can say that we're in the bubble that's extremely online. And so we're familiar with a lot of things. So we're familiar with like a lot of leftist politics and
sugar.
And sugar and you know what
seed
you're
oils.
eating and
sugar is cringe. Seed oils are cringe.
And all the
fats are based. Animal fat is based.
All those kind of things, like we're familiar with that stuff. We're not in the bubble of only the leftists or only the maybe the National Socialist people.
I gotta be honest.
Kind of like concentric circles.
I actually view it like I don't think echo chamber is the right word at all. On the right, people tend to know what's real, and on the left, the further you go left, the less you know.
Yeah, less subjective fact.
Right.
But I do think there also is confirmation bias. Like maybe I'll burst the bubble right now, but I don't know if you guys agree. I think Trump has a very difficult road ahead in 2024. I think people are just as
why
for so many reasons. I think people. Okay, have you ever listened to a really dumb girl speak? And she says the word like one too many times, and suddenly it's the only word you can hear.
Never one too many
That's
times.
what's happened with Trump. He has broken the like threshold. It's just too much. It's too much.
He says like?
No, I'm being metaphorical. But like, it's just too much drama. It's too much baggage for the average person that they have tuned out, and that's all they can see and all they hear.
So I think that's what happened. So a couple of my friends were very, very adamantly against Trump in 2020. And they were like, I just don't. They were like, I know Biden's bad, but I just want things to calm down. I just want things to be normal again. And I try to gently explain, look, this is not like Trump is a symptom. Trump is not a cause. Trump is the result of things that have been going on in the country for, 20 years or so. And I don't think that I don't think that calm down is an option, even if it's not Trump. I know that people like to focus on Trump, but even if it's not Trump, I think that the response from the left is going to be the same because they were in a position where to them, they looked like they were going to have it all. Right. One thing I said this on Twitter. People ask all the time, what have conservatives conserved? Right. And they're like, conservatives haven't conserved anything. And I think that conservatives actually have conserved our constitutional government. And I think that because of the structure of our government, it's really hard for it to be taken over by one political party or one, ideology. And I think that, like in the 30s, the Great Depression probably would have ended our experiment in self-governance if it wasn't for the fact that our structure of government was really good and strong.
Did you guys see this breaking news? Donald Trump rescued several puppies from a burning building. Here's photo evidence. Circa 2024.
It must have happened.
And, for everybody who believes that Donald Trump said very fine people, well, here's a picture of him saving puppies from a burning building. That proves it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's saving them from the Charlottesville torches.
That's right. That's true. Look, it's a torch behind him. Yeah, that proves it.
He's running away from
It
evil.
took me about a minute to make this. It is not real, obviously. But
did you mid-journey that?
Yeah.
This live in the show.
Yeah, I was just doing it right now. This is our counter to the Very Fine People hoax, the Trump saving puppies from a burning building hoax. Wow, we'll roll with this one, and then we can give our speech where we're like, what did Donald Trump do when he was called upon to act? He ran into that burning building and he saved those puppies.
And he didn't even get dirty.
But I think,
he looked clean.
I think you've hit upon something very valid here, though, that I feel like that is sort of the duality of Trump, that either you have to think he's literally Hitler or he's saving puppies from burning buildings. And personally, I'm voting for him, but I'm a bit in the middle right now.
Yeah, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
Like a rich entertainer, man. He's just a guy. I don't understand the fear that, like, what could he really prevent?
Right.
World War III?
Yeah, I don't think that. I think the new world order is gonna get created regardless of if Trump's in power or not. Maybe he'd just be like, nope, we're not signing that. It's gonna be America first on this one. If you're gonna make a new world order, it's gonna be an American new world order.
I think the more we can slow that down, the more people will realize that it's happening, and the better chance we have of stopping it. Because I think, like I've said this before, like a lot of things have happened in the past 2 decades that people didn't ask for and didn't realize. Like nobody asked to get monitored all the time and have a phone in their pocket and have all of their locations being sent off to someone and being monitored. Nobody asked for that. No. Now we kind of accept it because we see the things that we get in exchange for it, and most people decide that it's okay, but that happened without actually, people really knowing. So the slower we can make these kind of changes to giving up power to, giving up sovereignty, essentially giving up national sovereignty to NGOs and to large multinational organizations and stuff, the longer we can, or the more we can slow that down, the better the chance is that we can have people realize the ramifications and possibly say no if they don't want to, as opposed to it just happening without actually voting or people being aware.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.